Happy morning, children. Welcome back. This is your English online class for Standard 5. Now, let's learn reported speech. That is direct speech and indirect speech. Open your course book to page number 87. The topic given in your course book is reported speech. Reported speech is also called as indirect speech. Keep this in mind. What is reported speech? Indirect speech. So you have direct speech and indirect speech. There is a picture given in your textbook in page number 87. Can you see that picture in your textbook? It is here also on the screen. Now look at the following situation. See, there are two pictures. Can you see here? The policeman is telling something to the other man here. He says, pick up the litter, because he ate the banana and then he threw the peel on the road. The policeman says, pick up the litter. Can you see? It is his dialogue. The policeman says directly to the man. So this is direct speech. Pick up the litter is direct speech. It is direct speech. Clear? So now a boy was watching this situation and then he is telling us. Can you see in this picture? This boy is conveying that message, that dialogue to all of us. See, how does he say? The policeman told the man to pick up the litter. So this is only indirect. Is that clear, children? Direct speech is nothing. If you are going to say directly to the person, that is direct speech. If someone is listening to the dialogue and conveying the message to a third person, that is indirect speech. I remember explaining this part in one of your IEO classes, right? Try to recall. Okay, now let's see the definition and explanation given in your textbook in same page, page number 87. See here, when we use the exact words of the speaker, the sentence is said to be in direct speech. See here, this is the exact word, pick up the litter. The same what the policeman said. This is direct. The second one, when we retell the matter, we just say it again. When we retell the matter in our own words, it is called indirect speech or reported speech. That is what this boy did. So when someone says directly to the person, okay, with the same word, there is no change at all. Whatever he wants to convey, he said. That is direct speech. Is it clear? When we use the exact words, same words of the speaker, that is direct speech. When we retell the matter, that is indirect speech. Clear, children? If you understand these two, this chapter is going to be very easy, and this chapter is very, very important. You will get the same chapter in class 6, 7, 8, everywhere. Okay? So, be very attentive and listen. And this explanation is in your textbook. Let's read. Read along with me. Okay? When we use the exact words of the speaker, we use quotation marks to set them apart. Right? When we are going to write dialogues directly, that is direct speech. In direct speech, we open quotation, write the dialogue, and then we close the quotation. Look at the screen here. Can you see here? The matron said, comma, open quotation, you look like you have seen a ghost. Full stop, close quotation. This is only direct speech. Is it clear? Yes, we use quotation marks. Here are a few things we must keep in mind while changing direct speech into indirect speech. If you want to change direct speech to indirect speech, these 6 points you should remember. Okay? Reporting verbs, use of that, tense, pronouns and possessive adjectives, time and possession words, punctuation. Okay? I'll explain to you in detail. Don't worry. Now, reporting verbs. What is reporting verbs? One by one we are going to see. The first one here is reporting verbs. What is reporting verbs? The verb that conveys what was said is called a reporting verb. Example, the matron said, you look like you have seen a ghost. The matron said that Rohan looked like he had seen a ghost. In these sentences, the word said is the reporting verb. That's all you should know here. That's all. Okay. Note how it is used both in direct and indirect speech. Some of the reporting verbs are told, promised, asked, wondered, ordered, thought, reminded. Okay, children. Now, nothing. I'll tell you. See, reporting verbs are nothing. Very, very simple. So, after the person that is here, the person here is matron. Said. Can you see this? Said. Sometimes we say told, promised, asked, I wondered, I ordered, I thought, I reminded. So all these are only reporting verbs. Very easy. Okay. Next one is use of that. This is important. So when you change direct speech into indirect speech, in indirect speech you have to use that. In reported speech, that is in indirect speech, we sometimes use the word that as a conjunction to join what was said and who said it. But the word is often omitted as the meaning remains the same. So mostly, okay, 90% we use that. Sometimes we don't use that because without using that also, the meaning remains the same. See, for example, the same sentence. The matron said that Arjun was getting worse and worse. Can you see this that? In indirect speech, you have to use that. This is point number 2. Then point 3, tense. Tense plays a very, very important role from converting direct speech into indirect speech. Depending on the reporting verb, the tense of the matter reported is altered. If the reporting verb is in present tense, see here, what is present tense? Can you see here? Says. This is present tense. If the reporting verb is in present tense like this, then do not change the tense of the verbs while reporting. See, what is said here is I'll explain. He says, my friend is a mouse. Okay. See the reporting verb here, says, which is in present tense. When this is in present tense, when you convert this direct speech into indirect speech, you don't change anything. Simply you can copy down. He says, you're going to add that, T-H-A-T, that. His best friend is a mouse. Can you see? Is a mouse. In direct speech also is a mouse. Indirect speech also is a mouse. Same only. There is no change. Why there is no change? Because, can you see here? This reporting verb is says, which is present tense. When the reporting verb is in past tense, there will be a change. Okay. Children, this topic, direct speech into indirect speech topic is very, very easy if you know this table. This tabular column is in page number 88 in your textbook. I remember giving this exercise for a reading for you once. I told you to read this page. Right. Now, when the reporting verb is in past tense means said. So, like if it is going to be he said, she said, the mother said, people said. If it starts like said, that is past tense. If the reporting verb is in past tense, you have to follow this. Almost it will be in reporting verb will be in past tense for you. Don't worry, this is the starting stage. This is the first time you are learning direct speech and indirect speech. So this topic, that is this tabular column, if you know, your exercise will be easy. Now let's learn this tabular column. Sit in a quiet place and listen, children. So this will be very, very easy if you're going to concentrate fully. Alright. Now, the first one. Simple present changes into simple past tense. Look here, example. The direct speech is like this. Tara said, I am hungry. See here, notice this first. Said, 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 said. Can you see? Everywhere said. Told. Tell is present tense. Told is past tense. So this is in past tense. Say is present tense. Said is past tense. Can you see? All these are past tense. Can you see this, children? These are all only reporting verbs. This said, this told. In case if you're going to use asked, mentioned, shouted, whispered, promised, wondered, thought, reminded. All these are past tense reporting verbs. When these reporting verbs are in past tense like this method only you have to adopt. The method which is mentioned in this tabular column. Okay. So now, if the dialogue, can you see? Open quotation, close quotation. Look at the dialogue. If the dialogue is in present tense, you have to change the dialogue into past tense. That's all. This is point number 1. Simple present tense changes to simple past tense. I am hungry. You changed that into she was hungry. Is it not easy, children? This is in present tense. I am hungry. You changed into past tense. This is indirect speech. She was hungry. And don't forget, for every indirect speech, you have to use that. Can you see here? That. Here, that. 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 Clear? So it's very easy. So Tara said that she was hungry. When you are changing into indirect speech, remove the quotation. You are not going to use quotation or this comma. This comma and quotation you have to remove. That's all. Yeah. Next, let's move on to the second point. Second point is present continuous. If you have present continuous in the dialogue, change into past continuous. That's all. Look here. She said, look at the dialogue. I am traveling around Australia. Can you see here? I am traveling. ING word is there. When you have ING word, that is continuous. I am traveling is present continuous. You are going to change this present continuous into past continuous. How? Am traveling will change into was traveling. Was traveling is past continuous. That's all. It's easy, right? Yeah. She said, same you're writing here. She said. And after that reporting verb, you have to use that. She said that. I am traveling is changed into she was traveling. See here, watch this pronoun carefully. She. I is changed into she because it's a girl. She is a girl. She was traveling around Australia. Here, this is point number 2. Present perfect to past perfect. Children, you all know present perfect tense. Remember, has and have. Has and have are present perfect. That's a clue. Now, he said, no one in the family has done such a thing. Can you see here? Has done. This is present perfect. What is past perfect? Had done. That's all. Present perfect means you will have has done or have done. That is has or have. If you see has or have in direct speech, in the direct speech, you have to change into had. Clear? This is point number 3. Change present perfect tense into past perfect tense. Is it not easy, children? Yes. So the sentence goes like this. He said, no one in the family has done such a thing. He said that after this reporting verb said, you are going to use that. This is mandatory. Every time you do this. After said, you have to insert that. He said that no one in the family has done is changed into had done such a thing. Over. And you have to remove the inverted commas, that is the quotations. That's all. Clear? Now let's move on to fourth point. If you see past tense in direct speech, change into past perfect simple tense. Okay? If you see past tense, look here. I was home. This is past tense. You change this into past perfect. That is, she had been. She had been. Notice this carefully. That's all. When it is in past tense, you have to change into past perfect. Had been. Because it is was, you have to write been with this. Had been. That's all. Bindi said, I was home. This is direct speech. Can you see? Quotation mark is there. This is direct speech. Now you are changing into indirect speech. There is no quotation, no comma. Bindi said, after this reporting verb, you have to use that. Bindi said that she. Bindi is a girl. So you are using she. I is changed into she. Was is past tense. You are changing it into past perfect tense. That is had been. She had been home. That's all. Easy? Yes. Now let's move on to fifth point. Now the fifth point is past continuous. If you see past continuous, change into past perfect continuous. Okay. Now she told us I was working with my father. This is past continuous. This is past tense. Yes, do you agree with me? Past tense, because was is used. This is past tense. Working is continuous, ing word. So this is past continuous. Can you see here? I told you in point number 2, this is present continuous. Am is present tense. Ing verb is added along with this. So this is present continuous. And here was is past tense. Ing verb is added with this. So this is past continuous. Okay. I was working with my father. This is direct speech. Open quotation, close quotation. Can you see? This is direct speech. So now you're going to change into indirect speech. She told us the same. Can you see? This is reporting verb. She told us. After that, you have to use that. T-H-A-T, that. She told us that I was working is changed into she had been working. This is past perfect continuous. Past perfect tense means definitely you have to use had. Present perfect means has or have. Past perfect means had. Okay. And this is past perfect continuous. So she had been working. She had been talking. She had been listening. She had been sleeping. All these are past perfect continuous tense. She had been working with her father. So this is indirect speech. So you have removed open quotation and close quotation. Nothing is here. Can you see? Yes. The last point. If the sentence has past perfect, okay, that remains the same. Very easy. This is very easy. You're not going to change anything in this. As it is, you're going to write. That is, you're not going to change any tenses in this. Look here. She said, I had learned to handle animals very early. Can you see? Had learned. This is past perfect tense. Had. Don't forget this. Had is past perfect tense. Has and have are present perfect tense. Okay. Now this is past perfect. Can you see? Had learned. When you have past perfect tense like this, you need not do any changes in this. The same you have to write in indirect speech. Can you see here? She said, after this reporting verb, she said, you have to use that. After that, I is changed into she because can you see here? The girl. So you have used she. Had learned. Same you are copying here. Had learned to handle animals very early. Same. There is no change at all. This is past perfect. When there is past perfect tense in a direct speech, you need not do anything. Copy down the same. This is past perfect. Okay. Come to this point, children. This is present perfect. Can you see? Has done. When this is present perfect, when there is present perfect, if you notice present perfect in direct speech, you have to change into past perfect. Can you see here? Has done is changed into had done. If it is have done also, you have to change into had done. Remember, third point, and the last point. Present perfect, if you have present perfect, you have to change into past perfect. Last point, when you have past perfect like this, had, write the same, don't change. Okay, children, watch this particular page alone again. Listen to this some 2-3 times. I have explained very slowly for you to understand. So repeat. You may pause and then repeat again and again. Watch carefully and then sure you will understand. Okay. There are two more. Look here. When you have can in direct speech, in the sentence, direct speech sentence, you have to change can into could. If there is will, you have to change into would. This is very easy actually. Look here. Can will change into could, will change into would. Let's see the example. She thought I can act well. This I can is changed into she could. Can you see here? Can is changed into could. Will is changed into would. And of course, after the reporting verb, you have to use that. THAT that, THAT that. This reporting verb you have to use. After the reporting verb, you have to remove this quotation. There should not be any quotation mark or comma in indirect speech. Can you notice here? There is no quotation. Can you notice here also? There is no quotation. So remove the quotation marks and then change into indirect speech. She thought I can act well. This is direct speech. She thought that she could act well. This I is changed into she. Can is changed into could. That's all. Same here. I is changed into she. Will is changed into would. Clear now? Yes. Okay, now we are in page number 89, pronouns and possessives. Let's see. When we report speech, that is when we write in indirect speech, okay, we change the pronouns and possessive adjectives to match the context. This we do automatically when we speak English. Okay, when your friend said something and when you want to convey the same message to your mom or to your teacher, you accordingly what do is you will change automatically. You change. That's what, children, you all know English, you all speak English perfectly, but you don't know what grammar part you are using when you are speaking English. Is that clear? That is what you are learning here. Clear now? Let's see. See how pronouns and possessive adjectives are changing in the following sentences. Just to recall, what are the pronouns? I, me, he, she, herself, you, it, they, sorry, they, each, few, many, who, whoever, who's, someone, everybody. There are so many pronouns. Whatever you get in the sentences, you see how it is changed. Possessive adjectives are these things like my, your, his, her. Okay, it's, are, there, and so on. I have given this just for you to know what are the pronouns and what are adjectives, possessive adjectives. You know this just to tap your brain. I've given this. Let's see the examples. I have to go, said Minu. This is direct speech. Okay. When you convert this direct speech into indirect speech, see, you write like this. Minu said that she has to go. Notice properly. When Minu said this dialogue, it is only I. I is changed into she. Did you notice? Yes. So then, she is not present in class today, Pankaj said to the teacher. Alright. Now, this is direct speech. Now you are changing this into indirect speech. You are bringing this to the front. Pankaj told the teacher that she is not present in class today. She remains the same here. Direct speech also it is she. Indirect speech also it is she. It is not necessary to change anything. Question number 3. The dhobi said to the matron, "What can I do?" Watch carefully. This is direct speech. See this indirect speech. The dhobi told the matron, what could he do? See here it is dhobi and here The pronoun used is I. This pronoun I is changed into he. Wherever necessary, depending upon the context, you have to change. Now, number 4. Teachers said to us, submit your projects on time. This is direct speech. When you convert this into indirect speech, teacher told us that we must submit our projects on time. Notice here, in direct speech, there is, what is the pronoun used here? Sorry, what is the adjective, possessive adjective used here? Your, Y-O-U-R, your. Submit your projects. That is changed into submit our projects. Is it clear? So, depending upon the context, you have to change the pronouns and possessive adjectives. Clear? And also notice, whenever you have told, even when you speak English, don't use to. Told to me. He told to me is wrong. After told, you shouldn't use to. Okay? But sometimes you will use like this. Said to. Though be said to the matron. See here. Said to us. Can you notice here? Yeah. But along with the told, you should never use to. See this example given in your textbook also. Said to somebody is correct. Told somebody is only correct. You should not use to after told. The next in your textbook, page 89, it talks about time and place. Words that express time and place are also changed appropriately while converting direct speech to indirect speech. If you know this table, like you learn tables, no children, for maths, 11th table, 12th table, 13th table, yeah, like that. If you by heart this is then it's going to be very easy. See, when you have this in THIS, this in direct speech, change that into that. Here change into there. Today is changed as that day. Tomorrow is changed as the next day. Yesterday is changed as the previous day. Next week is changed as the following week or the week after. This morning is changed as that morning. If you have the word now in the direct speech, if you see now, when you want to convert into indirect speech, you have to change now into then. That's all. Learn this. If you learn this, by heart this, it will be very easy. Okay. Let's read once. This to that, here to there, today to that day, tomorrow the next day, yesterday the previous day, next week the following week or the week after, this morning, that morning. See here, all these are used in direct speech. All these words are used in direct speech. All these are used in indirect speech. All these shows time and place. Okay, by heart this. Let's see some examples for time and place. This is in page number 90 in your textbook. Look at the screen. Watch carefully, right? Listen, first one. Direct speech. He said, I'm leaving tomorrow. This direct speech is changed into indirect speech. He said that he was leaving the next day. Watch this carefully. Tomorrow is changed into the next day. Clear? Now let's move on to the next one. They said, we will receive it next week. This is direct speech, indirect speech. They said that they would receive it the following week. Next week is changed into the following week. Or you could even say the week after. Both the answers are correct. My grandmother told me it is raining now. This is direct speech. Let us see how it is changed in indirect speech. My grandmother told me that it was raining then. Now is changed into then. Then. Anu said to Tia, I met Sid this morning. Okay, Anu said to Tia, I met Sid this morning. This is direct speech. Let us see how it is converted into indirect speech. Anu told Tia that she had met Sid. This morning is changed into that morning. That's all. If you know that table, This is going to be very easy. Children, this exercise is in page number 90. Fill in the blanks below to complete the reported speech. Take your pencil. Keep your pencil ready. Actually, this is your quiz pattern. I could ask questions like this only in quiz. Okay. Number 1. Jayant said, my sister knits beautiful sweaters. This is direct speech. Okay. Now you are going to convert this direct speech into indirect speech. But the full sentence you are not going to write the full sentence. It's like fill in the blanks. Okay. Jayant said that his sister dash beautiful sweaters. Something is missing. See, can you see this? Knits is missing. How are you going to write? You will have some 2-3 options in the quiz. You have to choose the correct answer. Knits. Can you see this properly? Knits is in present tense. You remember the table, what you learned from page number 88. When it is in present tense, you have to change into past tense. That's all. Very simple. Knits will become knitted. Right? Next. Ashok said, I am reading a book now. Okay. Ashok said, I am. Look here. I am reading a book now. This is direct speech. Okay. Indirect speech. Ashok said that he dash a book dash. So what is missing here? Something is missing about reading. Now is also missing here. So how are you going to change in indirect speech? This is continuous tense. Can you see present continuous tense? If you want, you can turn to page number 88 and see. Present continuous should be changed into past continuous. Can you see that in the table? Present continuous should be changed into past continuous. Are you seeing? Yeah, that is rule number 2. So the answer is was reading. Am reading is present continuous. You are changing into past continuous. That is was reading. And this now will change into, remember? Yeah, then. I told you you have to by heart the table. Yes. Then third one. Jerry said, I have read this book. Okay. Jerry said, I have read this book. So now this is direct speech. In indirect speech, Jerry said that dash had read dash book. Have read is changed into had read. That is correct. So what is missing here? I. Instead of I, what will you write here? And instead of this book, this, what will you write here? You remember, instead of I, what will you write? Jerry is a boy or a girl. Okay, imagine he is a boy. So you have to use he. Jerry said that he had read. This will change into that. Very simple. Now it is easy, right? Children, are you copying the answer? Yes, please copy. You can even pause and then copy the answers in your textbook in page 90. Okay. Now, number 4. Ashok's other friends said, we have read it too. This is direct speech. Ashok's other friends said, we have read it too. So now this is direct speech. In indirect speech, they said, dash had read it too. What is missing here? This we is missing. Okay. They is Ashok's friends. Said is here. No problem. Have read is changed into had read. It too remains the same. So we is only missing. So we is changed as they. They said they had read it too. Clear? Then Ashok's mother told us, you must watch the film based on the book tomorrow. Right? Let's read again. This is direct speech. Ashok's mother told us, comma, in open quotation, and you must watch the film based on the book tomorrow, close quotation and full stop. Now let's see what it is in indirect speech. Ashok's mother told us that dash must watch the film based on the book dash. Okay. Ashok's mother told us that dash must watch the film. So what is missing here? You. Instead of you should be changed into we. We must watch the film based on the book. Tomorrow is changed as the next day. Clear? Now, number 6. Kajal said, I will play the film here. Kajal said, I will play the film here is direct speech. How will you change into indirect speech? Kajal said that instead of I, you should write she. She would play the film here. Here is changed into, yeah, there. Clear? Kajal is a girl, so instead of I, you are using she. Instead of here, there. That's all. Okay? Go through the video class, children, so that you will understand better. Some 2-3 times if you watch in a silent, calm place, you will understand the topic very, very easily. Okay? Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.